Whether you're a PC gamer or content creator, the one piece of hardware we need to bring all those components together is the motherboard. And while almost all mobile manufacturers promote their products to gamers, the same performance chops also apply to software editing suites like Adobe Photoshop and Premiere. We present 6 of the latest best bang for your buck motherboards that we know you will love. Hey, I'm Jim with Techie Tech News, and these are the best motherboards of 2024. Links to these products will be provided in the description box below, and guys, please comment, like, and subscribe for more product review videos. At Techie Tech News, we evaluate products for you, so you don't have to. ASRock Z790 Steel Legend Best Budget Z790 Motherboard. ASRock Z790 Steel Legend is a full-size ATX motherboard supporting Intel's 12th Gen and 13th Gen processors. With a current price of $199, it's an affordable option in the Z790 space. You get an attractive black with silver highlights appearance and integrated RGB lighting. Spec-wise, there's plenty of storage options, including 5 total M.2 sockets and 8 SATA ports, fast networking and integrated Wi-Fi 6E. DDR5 supports up to DDR5 720 MHz with overclocking, and a unique eDP port for internal displays, and it also includes a dated budget audio codec. In all, it's a solid choice in the budget Z790 space. Specifications-wise, the Steel Legend compares well against the competition regarding hardware. Starting with power delivery, you get 16 phases dedicated to V-Core along with SPS-type MOSFETs that easily handle additional stresses of overclocking. You get copious amounts of storage, including 5 M.2 sockets, plenty of USB ports on the rear I/O panel, a PCIe 5.0 slot, and a 20 gigabits per second Type-C port on the front panel. On the performance front, the Steel Legend was around average, depending on the test, though none of the results were worrisome or out of line. For the money, it's difficult to argue the value of this fine offer, and the nitpicks usually break down on the I/O panel port selection or fan header counts. But overall, this is an incredible offer. And in the future, if you need to find more tech deals, simply visit TechieTechDeals.com. Gigabyte X670E Oros Pro X Best Mid-Range X670E Motherboard. The AMD AM5 board is a mature platform, supporting recently launched 8000G APUs and the new processors expected at the end of 2024. One of these updated boards is the Gigabyte X670E Oros Pro X. It's a white motherboard that's been updated with Wi-Fi 7. Priced just under $340, you get all the bells and whistles of a X670 platform. This includes power delivery to handle flagship class processors, ample storage options with 4 M.2 sockets, 2 being PCIe 5.0 Gen, and 4 SATA ports, with a 2.5 GB Ethernet socket and integrated Wi-Fi 7. It also supports a decent audio codec with a whopping 12 USB ports on the rear I/O. For the money, it offers users a solid list of hardware specifications. In our testing, the board proved it can handle our flagship-class AMD Ryzen 7950X processor without even flinching, and its performance worked out well, hitting all the right marks, including through gaming and through software testing. No matter what the load was, whether it be lightly tested or heavy-threaded testing, the Oros Pro X performed well throughout the benchmarking process. In general, performance out of the box is not a concern. It has all the makings of a stout mid-range motherboard, pushing its dollar per value ahead of its competition, and its strong I/O support helps that position even further. To be honest, we believe that most enthusiasts should probably stop at this point, as everything from power phasing to fan headers to even M.2 slot options should compensate even the most complex builds. Even its DDR5 8000 MHz capacity with Gen 5 PCIe laneways warrant the top-level appeal. ASRock Z790 Taichi Lite Best ATX Z790 Motherboard. The Z790 Taichi is loaded to the gills with high-end specifications. What if you can't have your cake and eat it too? Well, this is where the Z790 and B650E Taichi Lite come into play. While it strips itself of that premium appearance, the impressive hardware list remains intact, while offering you a price drop, stripping itself of that body cladding. Now, priced in at $379, the Z790 Taichi Lite sits squarely in the upper mid-range price bracket of the current motherboard spectrum. For the money, you get dual Thunderbolt 4 Type-C ports, an abundant number of storage options, including PCIe 5.0 M.2 socket, and 8 total SATA ports, a flagship class audio solution with a DAC, to bring one of the more impressive sets of specifications with unlocked performance, but at a lower cost to the consumer. It's an impressive offer that gives you serious performance specs for less. It also comes with Bluetooth connectivity and Intel Wi-Fi 6E. ASRock X670E Taichi, best X670E motherboard. As many know from previous generations, the Taichi is an upper mid-range model, but until we see the Aqua, this is the flagship X670E motherboard in ASRock's product stack. In addition to its AM5 LGA socket, DDR5 and PCIe 5.0 support, the X670E Taichi sports a slew of connectivity, including 2 USB 4 Type-C ports, a robust 27-phase power delivery system, a high-quality audio section, and killer-based networking. Now, for $459, it's a well-equipped and good-looking base for AMD's platform, and the board includes everything the new AM5 platform offers. To top that off, it's arguably one of the more classy-looking motherboards on the platform. The chipset heatsink sports the familiar gear cogs that make it a Taichi, with the rest of the board oozing premium vibes. Now, performance from this Taichi showed great thermal values and allowed us the freedom to tweak settings without issue. In fact, all of that was kind of unimpressive, as it was all business as usual, and that's exactly what we want to see. The board comes with 2 Type-C USB ports for fast data transfers, and comes with dual-channel 4-slot DDR5 RAM slots that can accept up to 600 MHz with overclocking. The overclocking function of the Taichi is superb, as it gave us confidence to navigate the menus and select options throughout the menu. But in the end, it's the ratings that most other reviewers and consumers that really make this MOBO shine, as it almost always comes up to the top of the list. And in the case of this review and this X670E variant, the Taichi stands well behind that hype train. Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Extreme, best high-end Z790 motherboard. All the flagship class Z790 motherboards offer the best of the best in terms of features and specifications, but the Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Extreme presents the best value amongst these top-end boards. Now, you'll lose a couple of M.2 sockets over the most expensive flagship boards, but this bird otherwise has everything else you could ask for and more, while costing anywhere between $200 to $400 less than the competition. The Z790 Aorus Extreme delivers 10 gigabit Ethernet, 40 gigabits per second Thunderbolt 4 ports, flagship class audio, PCIe 5.0 GPU and M.2 support, overkill power delivery, and that high-end experience that you expect from a high-end board. Now, MSI Z790 Godlike offers a few more features, like up to 7 M.2 slots, but it costs $400 more, and it's also physically bigger, making it hard to recommend to most people unless money is no object. The Z790 Aorus Extreme also performed well in our gaming productivity and overclock testing, as you would expect from a flagship board. Just remember that this is an eATX model, so you'll need a case with a bit more room than your standard ATX options. But you can certainly buy a bigger case with the extra money you'll be saving by opting for this motherboard. In the end, none of these high-end boards really offer a performance advantage over each other, unless they offer a water-cooled option, making the Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Extreme the most obvious choice on the list. Gigabyte B650E Aorus Master, best B650E motherboard. The B650E Oros Master is the flagship board from Gigabyte's B650 lineup. Priced around $150 less than the X670E Oros Master we reviewed previously, it still comes well equipped, with multiple PCIe 5.0 M.2 sockets, 13 USB ports, including a 20 gigabits per second Type-C connector, last gen's flagship class audio solution, overbuilt power delivery, and an appearance that looked more premium than the price. Features-wise, the B650E Oros Masters has the same high-end attributes as the X670E sibling, including an 8-layer PCB with 105 amp SPS MOSFETs, fully reinforced slots, M.2 and PCIe easy latches, and more. In fact, the B650E Master uses the same capable power delivery, which is 16 phases with those 105 amp SPS MOSFETs too. If the 13 ports on the rear I/O, including that 20 gigabit per second Type-C port, aren't enough for your needs, you may want to reevaluate your peripherals, as you're not going to find many boards with more. And although the audio selection here uses last gen codecs, being Realtek ALC 1220VB, it is a flagship model, and the board includes the integrated DAC. The performance of the B650E Oros Master matched the X670E board and its peers as well in productivity and gaming, so it really does have all the bases covered. It comes with a bundle of functionality through its bundled software to fine-tune your rig in any way that you see fit, or just do the minimums to avoid the bloatware. In the end, this board checks all the boxes from professional to aficionados for the dollar, and that's how we should all view any component into a PC build. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this video and have learned the details that you need to make an informed decision. It's another well-reviewed list of motherboards, with one being right for you. Still, if you're unsure as which model you should choose, just comment down below and I could personally assist you. Everybody has their own unique challenges and needs, and I would love to help problem solve them with you. And please let us know which motherboard you would choose. Links to these items will be posted in the video description box below, and when you're done, check out the next video.